Hello, myself Khyati Kulip Kakadia. I'm representing the Group 10 and my fellow team member Manav Prashant Kumar Mehta. Today we are presenting the quality management assignment with the FinTech accounting software for the client MK Accounting. I have 4 years account project management background back in India, and I am a student of the computer science. Now I'm a student of the project management in the Georgian College. Manav, over to you.
Thanks, Kati. Hello, Professor. My name is Mano Mehta. Back in India, I completed I was working as a software developer, and currently I am a student at the project management. Thank you. Kathy, over to you.
Concept context of the project for the fintech accounting is the accounting software asset firm to keep the tracker of their finances in a way like the extremely sophisticated calculator. By handling the calculation from the firm, software for the accounting can also save them time and the organization like the team that develop the software like managers, stakeholders participate throughout the development process, and the members who are involved in this accounting software development process are developer, tester, designer, and the project managers. Next slide, please. The executive summary analysis of the MK consulting operating and the finance performances for the 2020 give the reporting report to the business, focusing on the offering clients the technology and finance industry data driven insight and the solution opportunity and the risk with this accounting software they are taking with this is investing in found the various development from prospect including the extended business services into the new businesses industries like healthcare, energy, and using unique data platform to create new goods. Conclusion: the MK consulting excellent the position benefit from the rising need with the data-driven solution and insight in the technology financial industries. Next slide, please. Problem statement details are the software architecture which include the user interface, database structure, and the program logics. Testers check to see the program compliance with the specification and performance expect this phase, and they may use the manual testing technique to automate the testing techniques, find the flaws in the issues. The present software may have hard to be used with vulnerable errors for the accounting employees. The difficulty faced by the accounting IT personnel may be have indirect effects staff member in other areas which result in the decrease the productivity or more. Next slide, please. In the new accounting software, there are some improvements. Accounting activities are now quicker and faster and more accurate. The accounting software user interface are more developed and easy to use. The accounting program is being made more scalable, enabling and handle bigger financial data. Algorithms upgraded. Next slide, please. Potential project benefit after using the new accounting software. After brainstorming with the team, we find out some benefits like overall who can benefit with this software: owner of the small businesses, bookkeepers and accountants, corporate giants. The potential direct saving is like all lower level cost, boosting the cash management, enhance the precisions and compliances. Potential indirect savings like the enhancing the decision making, customer satisfaction higher, and enhance the work productivity. So these are the benefit that they can get after using this software. Next slide, please. Initial estimated financial impact after the before using the software, there are some impact on the form, like list of assumptions. The project create the multiple implementing accounting software will be used by the large corporations, and 6 months will be spending on development phase. There is a time duration for that, and the 100 staff member from the large corporation will utilize the program, and we will provide the after support for them. The project valuation time to show the direct, indirect, and the total cost of the how it affect to the company's accounting. And there is a description given for the direct, indirect cost. So how it will going to work and effect to the firm. Next slide, please. We are representing the data collection plan, how we gather the requirement from the client for the development process, like what method we use. We represent in the table format here, user information, financial transaction feedback, and that we mention how we use like automatically after submitting the form, automatically using the input from the users, and automatically after submitting the form, that method we using the collecting the data, and there are some frequencies like on a time, ongoing, and that when there is some specific timeline that from the starting of the month and the end of throughout the month, there is some specific timeline we use for the data collection. Next slide, please. Here representing the line chart, the revenue and expense and profit. After using this accounting software we present here. Next slide, please. For the analysis of the line chart, here is mentioned that the while using while the businesses had the earning over uh, year overall, the chart demonstrates that there is a still potential advancement in the terms of winning cost and rising cost sales. In order to keep the company's finance in a good shape, the tendency of the declining profit margin needs to be addressed. In conclusion, the accounting software line chart data offers important insight into the business financial success over the course of the year. Next slide, please. Here is a process map flowchart where representing how the process goes throughout the developing this software, like requirement gatherings, how many days it will take in the development, designing, coding, testing, and the support form. There is like 452 days total needed for the development process and the after support for the accounting software. Next slide, please. Next slide. Here I will hand over this session to the Mano. Over to you.
Thank you, Kathy. So this is the solving problem, and in the main issue was like the accounting software that is ineffective, and the slow. So that there are some causes such as like the manpower, machine, method, and like the other ones. So the main reasons, like these are the impacts which was not allowing us to like the accounting software to be ineffective and to be slow. So the analysis was the issues was accounting software are largely caused by the various connected to people. This covers the elements user like the user education, training, software support, and team members, and like, the member communication. Although significant technology related consideration are not the main causes of the problem with accounting software, but there are some concerns to consider in addition, such as cybersecurity, software defects, and the compatibility problems. So this is the control chart, and like every month 18.7 errors were discovered on average. The statistical process of the method is used to determine the ultimate control limit, which is UCL is 25.6, and the lower limit of control is like 11.8 according to the data set. So this is the force field analysis for executing new account software into use. So the helping forces was time saving attribute, increased efficiency and accuracy, adoption of the current system, and increased reporting capacity. There are some hindering forces as well, which is such opposition to change, implementation cost, required employee training, and security issues. The illustration of the process improvement to explain the enhancement that have been implemented and the advantages gained from the modifications, such as data entry automation, the implementing real-time reporting, putting a system security system in a place. So this is the improved process flowchart. When the requirement gatherings took 10 days, UI UX takes 15 days, coding development take 45, and the testing took 15 days, implementation 1 day, and the support is for 365 days, and the process ends. So thus are the like the improved force field analysis chart for the executing new account software into use. After doing the improvements, the opposition to changes cost to like reduce to 3, implement cost reduced to 2, required employment training reduced to 3, and security issues reduced to 2. So the analysis says that the following improvement implementation, the team will place a greater emphasis on the training, which will aid in lowering the error ratio. Having trained employees reduces implementation cost overall because there is a less time needed and there are like a few opportunities for human error. So summary of the improvements. So the baseline, there are baseline processes and some the improved process. The baseline process is the process for requirement collection was 6 days. The gathering procedures will extend up to 10 days while minimizing the changes ongoing the procedures. Shorter the duration of software testing. Testing time was cut and the requirement collection was improved, saving human errors that directly impacted the budget. Weak database and the report security was enhanced by the software security to protect data from cyber attacks. So the final estimated financial impact will be like the list of assumptions are the project will be created by the large cap company. 6 months will be spent on the development phase, followed by 1 month for testing and 2 months for implementations. 100 staff members from the large cap will utilize the program and they will all the guidance with support as it begins. The total first year post completion project benefits are like the total 1500, in which the 1000 is direct and the indirect is 500. The total project cost is $5,000 and the total FYPC benefits are 1,500 plus 500 indirect costs. So total it tooks to $2,000. So this is the control plan, and the categories are accounting software, account like the regulated data backups related to accounting, set up automatic copies of accounting data and the store them somewhere safe. The owner is the IT department, backup every week beginning in April 25th, 2013, 100% backup containers with no information lost. The data access restriction for accounting. The role-based access control should be used to limit the use of accounting data to authorize the personal only. IT department, the HR department. The May 1st starting date is May 1st and forward. The target is to complete the adherence, the access control policy. So the follow-up issues and the next steps. The issues is to software is outdated and the accounting software that is used outdated is no longer supported and may have some security flaws operations, some user errors and inadequate backup and the disaster recovery. The next step will be the considering update your account program to the most recent version or the most recent system that is satisfied to complaint demands. Establish a procedure for the routine reviewing accounting data to make sure it is accurate and complete. So these are all the some reference we have took, and thank you, Professor. This was a project for MK Accounting, the FinTech Accounting. Thank you so much, Professor.
Thank you.